You've developed some power tools for the hard
Yes.
places. You talk about being stuck in illusions. Now, you had dreams shattered in 2010. You say it might be best to stop.
Stop.
You're overwhelmed,
Yes.
you're out of touch with reality. S-T-O-P.
Yes.
What does
right.
that stand for?
Means, Myra, we need to stop. We are running so fast. And even at the end of all of my chapters, I just want the women just to, okay, now stop. Let's breathe. S. What is a scripture that God is speaking to you in this chapter right now that will really impact your life? T, thanksgiving. Thank God for something in that scripture. There's something there. Because when we begin to thank God, everything begins to change.
Oh, the shadows start to move.
Exactly. And then O, observation. Okay, what is God telling you to do from this verse, from this particular scripture verse? There's an application here somewhere. And then P, I pray for you at the end, and then I want you to pray with me with that scripture verse, because I believe that God's scripture verses are just so powerful. They have the power to transform our present reality.
Literally taking that word to heart.
Yes.
Which says, I believe. That's faith God can work with.
Yes.
Lots of encouraging things. I think of the fear that can be ignited in the heart of a very busy woman who's already feeling overwhelmed, who thinks, I just can't see my way clear to apply, to embrace anything more I have to do to get this change, to get to this place of hope and becoming a pearl. Well, that might even seem completely outside reality. Where does a woman start?
Today, right today, you're in the middle of grit, you're in the middle of overwhelming circumstances. S-T-O-P, stop right here, right now, with whatever your present reality is, and begin to ask God to help you. It doesn't matter if we believe in God or not. When we cry out, God help me, He is there.
He hears and answers.
He hears that. And He will bring something, whatever, people or friends to come and to help us. And then to begin to realize that we, especially as children of God, we have the power, we have the mind of Christ within us. And it says in the Bible that if we want wisdom, we are to ask just to stop and say, God, I need wisdom. I need your power. I need help. Would you send some help? And He will. I believe that with all of my heart.
And you do emphasize the importance of friendship.
I do.
Women
Yes.
coming alongside. Now, I have always loved the analogy of that irritated little piece, well, the oyster being irritated by the little piece of grit in there, and almost, well, you'll describe it better because you've spent so much time with this, but it salves itself and over time wraps that piece of grit and becomes, do you know how long it takes to become a pearl?
Oh, you asked me a question I can't answer. I do not know that. Well, with the cultured pearls now, it's different, but I don't know how long it takes.
They get a head start with the cultured ones. But, you know, wait is God's favorite word.
Wait, time and process.
He's not always in a hurry.
Yeah,
He's
that's
never in
it.
a hurry. But He always has the end in view. And He promises that the work He's begun in us, He will complete.
That's correct.
That's a great encouragement.
Isn't it, though? It is, especially
if you feel stuck.
Yeah, especially when we're in the middle of the grit, and to realize that there is something beyond that. But isn't it interesting that it is the irritations around the pearl and the oyster that transforms that? That's the beauty of Santa Pearls. It's the daily irritations, the daily pain. And really, we should never throw pain away. It is always there for a reason. And if we can push through that, fight through that, struggle through that, there is so much joy on the other side. I know that. I have lived it. I can speak it from experience.
Thank you for writing it. Where's the book available? Santa Pearls, Making Bold Choices to Enrich Your Life. With a pearl at the end.
Yes.
Available?
On my website, www.heartconnection.ca, Amazon, and your nearest Christian bookstore.
Oh, all good.
Yes.
All good. Heidi, thank you for allowing God to use everything in your life to reach the hearts of women.
It's my passion, it's my desire to reach every woman to know that she has the potential to be an absolutely unique pearl, radiant, beautiful.
I love the chapter 2, Panic or Prayer.
Yeah.
We highly recommend the latter. And for 34 years, we've made it so simple for you to have that leg up, that faith lift. You may be unfamiliar with praying. Our prayer partners are not. Why not call the number you see on your screen and get moving on that road past that irritating grit on the way to becoming the pearl God already sees you as. We'll be right back.